Hey everybody, thought I'd make a video real quickly to show you how easy it is to put on your jamberry. I've got the pumpkins here since it's Halloween week. I've got my pumpkins ready, and I've got done all this hand except for my ring finger, so that's going to be next. I've got my heater here, and I've got it on. It's heating up a little bit. First thing is nail prep. So I've already taken off my previous set of jams and cleaned all my nails. I did use the cuticle remover to clean them up a little bit more, but which helps, but it's not a necessary step. And then I have my nail cleanser, which you can also use rubbing alcohol or alcohol wipe that you have at home. And I put it on a cotton ball and just clean up the nail right before I do it, so I get all any excess oil residue off my nail. So now I'm going to go to my sheet and pick out the one that is going to fit my ring finger. So I'm going to take this next pumpkin off, and I'm going to cut down the middle and just kind of eyeball how much I need depending on the length of my nail. And I'm going to put it on there. I've got it on my orange stick. I haven't touched it with my finger because I don't want that to mess with the adhesive. So I'm going to hold it up against the heater, and you can kind of see when it gets wiggly and get a little bit loose. That tells me that it's got enough heat on it, so it's ready to go on my finger. So now I'm going to place it just real lightly at first on my nail to make sure I have it where I want it and lined up before I push it down all the way. And I got it pretty much where I wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle and push up and out at the same time, so you avoid having any wrinkles on the nail. So I'm going to push it down as much as I can, and then I'm going to cut off the excess on the top that I don't need. And I am going to leave just a little bit that can wrap against the top of my nail because that'll give it a good seal at the edges. So now I've got the excess cut off. I'm going to put it back in front of the heat for a little bit, and then I have these rice bags. This is a good technique that I found that works well for me, because I have real curvy nails on the top, and so that'll help. It helps push down and smooth out the wrinkles and wrap the edge over the top of my nail so that I get a good seal at the top. So now I've done that. I do have a little bit of excess on the top, and I'm going to let it cool for a little bit before I start cutting that off, though, because these are vinyl material adhesive for the jams. It is going to, as it cools off, it's going to shrink a little bit, just a tad, not noticeably enough, but that's why we don't want to cut it right away, because then it might pull away from the tip and cause a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to another nail, and then whenever I finish 2 or 3 more, then I'll come back to this with my nail clippers and just clip off the excess that has wrapped around the top of my nail, and then I'll be ready to go. Or you can use a nail file if you want to. This also will get off the excess. This is a different. I've gotten lazy and I kind of use my nail clippers now, but this is the original way that I did it, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just the nail clippers is a little bit easier. But here's my nail file, and I'm gonna file at a 45-degree angle here, and just hitting the top of my nail. So I'm gonna brush that off, and you can see that the excess just comes right off, and it just rolls right off the top. And there I am with a nice seal at the top of my nail, and it's ready to go. And that's all there is to it. I am going to do a separate video next. The gel enamel True Shine system is new since September, and I do have it already, and I love it. And but what you can do is you can use the base coat and top coat over any jams after you've applied them, and it puts that extra layer of strength over top of them, so you really can do just about anything and not mess these up. They're pretty tough on their own. You can, I mean, I've painted, I've dug in the dirt, planting planting plants, I've done dishes, laundry, all that stuff, and the tips are really the biggest problem, but the rest of the jam stays true and holds with no problems. So that's that's why I use the True Shine over top of it, is because of the tips, and I have these really curvy nails over the top, so they tend to pull away. If your nails aren't as curvy, then you just won't have that problem. Um, But that's it. There's my set of pumpkins. I'm ready to go for Halloween week. See y'all later.